All right, so the second part to adding a new worksheet to the workbook. We got the Add Sheet button working. You hit the button, it adds a new sheet to the workbook, but it puts it directly to the left of the currently active sheet. And 2, it gives it a default name. Sheet 1, Sheet 2, Sheet 3, Sheet 4, whatever you're currently on. So I want to fix those 2 elements. I want to make sure that the worksheet always goes to the beginning of the workbook, and we provide an interface for the user to change the name of the worksheet all at the same time. All right, so I'm back inside my code. How did I get here? If you get back to your form, just double click the Add Sheet button. This will bring you back to your code. So we've already got the worksheets.add, the worksheets object with the add method. But remember, there's the default behavior of add. It just adds it to the left of the currently active sheet. Well, you know what? The add method, if I hit my spacebar just after add, it has an argument called before. It also has one called after. I'm going to use the before. So I'm going to type in the word before, colon equals, did I spell before? Yep. Colon equals. So I'm going to say I want to add the worksheet before, colon equals, this is what's called the assignment operator for our arguments. And I want to add it before worksheets 1. So worksheets object dot add the new worksheet before worksheets 1, the first worksheet in the workbook. Done. Now there's one more. So that adds it and adds it to the beginning of the workbook. But now I want to change the name. Or more appropriately, I want to allow the user of this form to change the name of the active sheet. So they've just added it. Now I'm going to say active sheet.name. The active sheet is the new sheet that just got added, and we're going to change its name. I want to make it equal to the results of an input box. Remember talking about input boxes earlier? Little prompt that comes up users can type into. So I'm going to give it a prompting message. I'm going to say, please enter a name for the new worksheet. All right, 2 little things. We're adding the sheet before worksheets 1, and then we're going to change the name of the active sheet, the new sheet, based on the input of the input box from the user. All right, let's try this out. So I'm going to go hit the play button. There's my nice little form. I'll hit the Add Sheet button. All right, it added a new sheet, and it added it to the beginning of the workbook. Now I get to change its name. Please enter a name for the worksheet. Well, let's call this Fred. I'll hit OK. And there's my new worksheet at the beginning and called Fred. There you have it. Get back into my code. We can see this here. I'll double click the Add Sheet button. Just a couple of lines. We modified the add method to include the before parameter, or the before argument, telling it to go before worksheets 1. Then we changed the name of that active sheet, the new sheet, to the results of the user input through an input box. So try this out. Test it out as well. And think about how you can get a little more creative with this as well. What else could you do to make this more intuitive for your users? Maybe it's a different message, a different prompt for our users, whatever it is. But get this code in there and make sure you try it out. Test out your code.